Okay, the rest of the videos have been really short. This one will probably have a couple parts because I have a 5-minute limit on my screencasting. But I'm just going to kind of go over my routine that I do every day on this site with you guys. Okay, so one of the first things that I like to try to do every day is I try to check in the C box. You can open up the older messages and you can kind of go back and just see if you've missed anything big. It's not necessary. I just like to know what's going on in case I missed any new members or any questions or any guests or anything like that. Then I kind of just scroll through, see if anything pops out at me. But one of the easiest things you can do, since we have to moderate all the topics and read everything that comes in, is I hit today's active topics. And it pulls up a list of all the posts that have happened today. A lot of them are, of course, going to be stuff like advertisements and everything like that. But if a new topic is posted or a new reply is posted, it'll show up here, and then you can read it. The other thing you can do if you've been on a couple times during the day is this View New Posts up at the very top by your control panel link. And this will show you all the new posts since the last time you've logged on or the last time you've clicked the new post button. So I use that a lot since I'm online all the time, and I can just read new topics as they pop up. So the next thing I always try to do is I check through the applications, especially if there's a couple people applying at the same time. So I open that up. And then I go into the work in progress section. And I just kind of open up each app and I go through all the sections and see if it's finished. Usually a member will tell us, but sometimes they won't, so I like to just take a peek. If it is finished, then I take the steps to move it into completed. So the next thing I do is I go down into advertisements. And I check all the link backs, the first posts. I advertise on other sites. I do all of that. So the next important thing is, of course, reading the threads. Sometimes it takes me a couple days to go through. So sometimes I'll open up a category, and I'll start at the very bottom, and I'll just kind of make sure that I've been reading everything. If something shows up that I haven't checked in on a couple days, I'll open it up. This is also a good time for me to notice, like if somebody hasn't replied to a thread in over 4 weeks or a month, I can bring that up to Amethyst and Rowan or start a topic in staff discussions, which we will go through how to do that later. So one of the other important things that I try to keep up on, and let me see if I can find it, I try to check the open threads. And basically what I do is I just click the links and just make sure that nobody has replied to them. If somebody has replied, then I go through and delete the link. And really, this will just be one part because that's the majority of what I do. Obviously, it takes a little bit longer because I like to go through everything very carefully, but that's just about it. If you have any questions about what you should be doing every day, let me know, and I can always make a new video if something else comes up.